www.radicalparty.com. We're going to have another colleague from the Mexican National Institute for the Studies in Cannabis. They are doing a research and opening space for reflection about marijuana. There are many other actors who are working together here in Mexico, and we were asked to explain to you exactly what the movement is doing here. There are many actors in this movement, and we're trying to bring everybody into this, and we're taking advantage of this event so that we can let people know who we are. We would like to invite people here in the Yucatan, any students who are here or others from the university, also the journalists who are here with us today, to keep in contact with us, and we can keep you informed about what our different activities are, and to keep active this new discourse regarding drugs. And this is Mr. Zenil. Julio Zenil also has a website which is called head.com.mx. Oh, Cáñamo. I'm here to talk to you about how the most modern part of our movement has happened. In 1998, I started working with Cáñamo, and I would like to tell you a little bit about what I've been doing. The Cáñamo, among other things, which is a textile plant, and the production, its use is permitted in Mexico, but not as production, oddly enough. You need to go a lot slower. In Mexico, any kind of cáñamo or cannabis is considered to be illegal. There is no differentiation between its industrial use, which we consider to be a possible disadvantage from many points of view, since we're not able to use all of the resources that are available in this plant. Therefore, we thought we should have an internet site which we can make people aware of the industrial uses of this plant so that we can talk about this topic from another point of view. I have gotten a lot of emails regarding the legalization of marijuana. There's also a store where you can buy cáñamo products. Some of them are legal and some of them are illegal. Leopoldo told me about the possibility of actually having a anti-prohibitionist movement here in Mexico. In the year 2000, we contacted Europe, and we went to Europe, and during this time, okay, and I was in Spain and France. We were able to avoid this and to join this to our Mexican idiosyncrasy. We had formed a website that it's called SACA, which is called the Anonymous Society of Cannabis Consumers, and we generated this as like a snowball, and it has become a very important part of the movement as we know of it today. Thank you very much. Yeah, so that we can do this right, yes. Excuse me. In this website, we have asked people a kind of a ghost organization, which was our first attempt to be part of the world march that has become, is behind legalization in many parts of the world. Actually, we started out with about 120 people, and we didn't go anywhere with this, but it was very, very important because we 20 people were able to wake up the consciousness of other people, and other people have joined us, and this topic has been made known in other areas. With a lot more people involved than we have had our first march, which was around the Luneta, which is a very important park in Mexico City, and it was quite a success, and there were about 200 people there. And we hope that about 3,000 will be here for the march this year, and we hope it'll be like 10,000 for the next year. Thank you very much. In addition to organizing marches, we are pulling in a lot of people for different kinds of talks, forums in university and prep schools and other kinds of school and cultural centers, always taking into account that who we're talking to, the public that we're talking to is very important to take into consideration in these chats that we have. The first chat we gave was organized by the magazine called Generación with the presentation of a network of publications, and one of these publications that we have, where we put this manifest, and we published this. And last year, we were invited to AMECA and our organization by Mr. Juan Garcia Robles and Jorge Reyes, the musician, and we were invited to an alternative forum that had a musical tenor to it, and maybe you can say a punky forum, and we wanted to bring people to, and it's a very important form of expression here in Mexico. And we gathered together there, we gave them a talk, and we got to know each other. And the participation of people there after that talk was very passionate. They were very involved. And we thought, well, let's organize a few days later. We'll get together again, and we'll decide, let's participate. We decided to organize some kind of a march, and we'll be talking to the means of communication. And let's make it very humane, very humanistic, and good to promote good values and be able to hand out information regarding marijuana as a medicinal resource and also for its industrial use, and that we should be very respectful in this march, and we should be very legal. We didn't want to, be picked up by the police, and we were afraid people would come and start consuming and end up in jail. We had never organized any kind of a march. Nothing had ever been done like this before, so we were afraid that we would lose control of this. It was excellent, actually, when it happened. We couldn't keep people from consuming marijuana in public, but they did understand that this is a manifestation, it's a march, and we're asking for the rest of society to cooperate with us, and actually there should be better policies, and that we also wanted to open a dialogue with the means of communication and the press. After this happened, we have begun to give other talks in schools and different types of forums in the Faculty of Philosophy and Literature, and the Casa de la Cultura en la Pirámide, in different places in the UNAM, in the Guamas Sucursalco. We had in an art school. We were invited to Acapulco. One of the people from the press in Acapulco was very interested in our movement regarding legalization, and this person wanted to help develop better policies regarding our drugs. And this is Mr. Lepes, and we went there. We also went to Cuernavaca, where there was another alternative forum. In these particular spaces, it's so important to see the passion of the students and the professors and other academic players, because there hadn't been really a forum to talk about these things, and it was really important for them to be able to kind of pour it all out.